Did that spike?
I don't know. Let's have a look. I think that big one is your clapper.
I feel like I've become a podcast bro.
You are.
It depends what you talk about. If you've come on here to talk about the benefits of eating raw meat, then
right,
you would become
the lion diet. Yeah.
No, I don't. As a vegetarian, I don't think we're at a risk of that. I
Okay.
think
that's all right. Then.
I might be talking about raw vegetables.
Oh, I tell you what, raw broccoli stem.
Okay, no, you've lost me.
Really? No, guy, have you tried it though? No, try it.
I have tried raw broccoli. My dad used to put it in my salads as a kid. But...
There is some trauma here. I've tried raw broccoli. My dad used to put it in my salads. I don't like it, David. I won't eat it.
No, I'm not.
Is that everything?
Hello, and welcome to another episode of
Is That Everything?
I'm Phoebe Mills.
I'm David Thomas.
And this is Maxine, spoken word poet and very good friend of mine.
I'm
Hello.
thrilled to be here. This is so exciting.
Thank you for coming on.
We're so happy to have you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, no, I'm so pleased because obviously you have had many, many jobs.
I work from home, so I don't actually deal with many people.
That's good.
And I just get to hang out with my cat for most of the day, which is thrilling for me.
Perfect co-worker.
Yeah, honestly, he always chimes in with like really helpful thoughts as well. Like I'll be puzzling over some document or whatever, and I'll be like, oh, what is the solution for this thing? And he'll just come over and he'll be like, meow. I'll be like, you know what?
I never thought about it like that.
Meow. Yeah.
Meow.
Oh, jot that down actually. We might be able to use that.
Yeah, cool. Pancake is just the most beautiful. My friends seem to have the most beautiful cats because I went to Josh, who's been on the podcast before. I went to his house and met Sid, who's a beautiful tabby cat.
Yeah.
And Maxine has got like the poster boy cat. You remember the Felix cat?
Yeah.
That is Maxine's cat.
Pancake's a tuxedo.
Honestly,
and
tuxedo galore.
how could I forget this? So he used to be a stray, and he came to us on Pancake Day, hence the name Pancake.
That's brilliant.
Yeah,
but
love it.
That.
Also, he's missing a tooth because of his life on the streets. But most importantly, he is asthmatic. He has asthma.
Me too, Pancake.
And he has an inhaler.
Me too. Does he?
Yeah, I have to give him his inhaler.
Oh.
We call it his little puff puff.
We're going to do an asthma
Little
special.
puff puff.
Cheeky.
It's getting stoned in the corner.
You sullied that then.
This is my innocent cat you're talking about, and now you're wanting to... Well, to be fair, he does love a bit of nip. Catnip.
Yeah.
And you are a spoken word poet. You recently just won your first slam,
Yes.
which is amazing. And you perform frequently with Spit Nights, which is an excellent poetry night. I've been to a few.
Absolutely, everyone should check them out.
Yeah.
The London poetry scene, I mean, kind of poetry scenes everywhere at the moment are really taking off, and it's really exciting. And the world needs more poetry. The world needs more spoken word, and more creativity and more artists. And I've had a really fun journey with it this year. It's been really exciting.
You've really come out your shell. And here's the thing, and I will openly admit this, and I think David will as well, and you know this about me, not really a spoken word poet person. Because when it's done badly, I feel like of all the art forms, when it's done badly, it is excruciating. But
You're not really a spoken word person, and you believe that when it's done worse, then
You won't open your purse and give it the hope and faith it deserves.
I mean, that was actually good. That was actually...
The hope and faith, where did that come from? Attention it deserves.
David, they're taking the piss and Maxine just swipes in and
I'm
just
competing with Maxine in the
like,
next bit.
No, oh
just
dear.
absolutely blows it apart and shows
Yeah.
why, when it's done well, it's good.
Yeah.
Because this is the thing, Maxine's poetry is fantastic. You take sometimes just like the smallest subject, like a dress, and you create this story out of it, and I'm just there like captivated. And the way you word it, ironically, but it's so lyrical. And beautifully written, and I really do enjoy it. I've obviously, because I remember when you were saying like a few years ago, I just want to get back into writing, and now you have, and you're doing so well. And I am biased, but I'm an incredibly proud friend. So,
and that's why you're here today.
Yeah, thanks. I've been very gassed up, and thanks, guys.
You've been gassed up because we've been farting throughout this whole section.
Wow.
The mics don't pick that up. We've got buffers down there.
It's like silent but deadly. Maxine just flops over in the corner.
So I do want to get in
to the main meat of the podcast.
But because I've got a spoken word story
no way.
with you in mind.
Oh my God.
If we can get into this.
Yes, go for it.
So just to give this a bit of context, when I worked at the cinema, me and a friend, Sarah, if you're watching this, you are also going to be in the hot seat. It's about time. we used to run charity events there where people would come and do comedy, music, and spoken word. And generally speaking, we would promote it online, and you would get a lot of younger people coming. We'd go to like local unis, college campuses and stuff. You get younger people coming, and then I'm going to burp.
The
Oh, you
suspense.
should have let that one go.
I'll just replicate it. There you go. Other people have to use this mic. So
We do clean them.
I'd insist that they're not cleaned. So one event, we got given a printing budget by the cinema, and as a result, it's a cinema that, if you've seen my videos, you'll know attracts a lot of over 60s.
Okay.
And so we had an older crowd that day, and the vibe in the room is a bit different. Some of the comedy, music, and spoken word, they weren't feeling it, but there were a couple of people in the audience who were in that crowd who got up, who brought stuff with them to perform. And there's a woman who got up first, who was, you're right.
I thought I was going to burp, but carry on.
I didn't realise
goodness
burps
sake.
featured so much on this podcast.
know what,
They
Yes.
haven't until you came.
Yeah.
in.
But I'm not even that much of a burpy gal. Like, I don't know what I've been... Phoebe!
That is
No,
disgusting.
sorry, guys, can we start again? This can't be my legacy. Like, this can't be...
Oh my God.
This cannot be the bit that is shared about me on the
Hello
podcast.
and welcome to Is That Everything
Thank
with David
you.
and Maxine.
Yes.
Just crop the camera about here. So, I'll let you get that out of your system.
Sorry. I completely bulldozed your story there. Carry on.
Right, so hang on, to recap. We're at the cinema, we're doing a spoken word event, and we've got a lot of over 60s, and people are coming to share some stuff.
Yes, some of them
Okay.
have brought their material with
Lovely.
them. And this first woman, who's an older Iranian woman, gets up and tells this really heartfelt sort of poem come story about violence that she's witnessed and the sort of conflict in Iran that's, you know, her family has been involved in, and she's lost family members, and she sort of checks the news to see if they're still doing okay, and it's really heartfelt, and everyone in the room is feeling how powerful this piece is. And she sits down, we go, wow, that was brilliant. Who's next? Oh, it's her friend who she's brought with her. Come on up. And this woman gets up and with the same intensity does a piece about getting either on the wrong bus or a bus being on diversion and her getting lost on the way to a pub quiz.
Okay.
And it was really like, we were supposed to go on the A2, but we went on the A12. I don't know where I am now. This is unfamiliar territory. And it was all, and she was saying it with the same intensity. This woman was talking about family members dying in Iran. And she was like, there's a point where she described someone else falling over because the bus broke a bit sharply. And she was like, they fell, their purse opened, things scattered everywhere. I was helpless. I rushed to help them. It was like, you didn't even fall. This isn't even your story, arguably. And it was longer than the other one as well. And it just went on and on and on. And she was like, thank you. So she was a bit emotional at the end. Thank you. I needed to say
She
that.
wasn't
Thank
saying
you.
it with any like piss take or irony.
Absolutely not. No. So it just was so jarring. And then I still had, as the host, I had to get up at the end and go, wow, so moving. Thank you so much for telling that story.
Oh my God. I love something, well, maybe it sounds like it was very serious for her, but I love something told seriously that's not actually that deep.
100%.
Like, I
Yeah.
have to be fair. I have
love
because
it,
I have
yeah.
a poem about something that is really deeply personal to me, which is about how sad I feel whenever I step on a snail.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
mean,
yeah.
and I, you know, for me that's quite a big deal. It is something that really does, as there's a line in the poem where it's like, you know, keeps me up at night, tossing and turning every time. I cannot believe I'm quoting my own poetry. Take this mic away from me. Who have I become? I've got a mic in my hand now. All of a sudden, but
Piss spitting lyrics.
I'm quite a big fan of that. Was it a metaphor that maybe, dare I say, went over your head?
I don't think it was, because it wasn't, unless nobody else in the room said that it was.
Okay.
Sarah, my co-host, was also like, did we just really listen to like 5-10 minutes about going on the wrong bus route?
And
also, I don't know what it could have been a metaphor for.
Getting lost in
especially
life, taking the wrong
Maybe.
path, marrying someone you shouldn't, you know,
Yeah.
being in a job for too long that you
Then
don't want to
what
be
does
in.
the pub quiz represent?
The questions of life,
And the
you
woman
know,
falling in front of her and dropping the stuff out of her purse.
how things run away from you, you know, like life when things spill out of you and things run away.
You're really fighting to justify
you're fighting
this.
for it. Fighting for it.
It's okay. Some of it's bad.
Oh yeah,
That's
I feel like you can tell because I remember you doing one about Wilco as well.
Oh,
didn't you, when
Wilco.
Wilco
R.I.P.
closed. And I remember like you can tell because you get up and it is like my dad used to say to me with jokes or with anything fine, it's the way you say it. And I think there are sometimes you can tell when someone's being serious and when someone's being serious. And I think that the thing is with me, if someone's being serious about something that is clearly not that serious, especially after the one before.
Yeah, really setting the tone.
I'd have lost my shit. I cannot keep a straight face at
you have a very bad poker face.
I am
Like, I'll be honest,
so
Phoebe, sometimes I'm
bad.
nervous to take you to
Yeah,
poetry
no, I
events
don't.
because if you don't like, if you're not chiming with someone's poetry, like
Don't invite us to your spoken word night.
you
want
won't
us
see
there.
them there very often. I just would like to put a public disclaimer. I'm not affiliated with Phoebe. I've actually never met her before.
Yeah.
Maxine's a friend of mine that I've invited on the
Yeah,
podcast.
and I've
we are
faked
friends
it.
too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah, of course we are.
nice.
Yeah.
Have you got another story for us?
Yeah, I've got a story.
Hit me.
I came out as trans in a job full of white men. The manager suggested they take the women's sign off the door so that the toilet just looked more like a closet because they didn't want it to be a women's toilet with me using it. The men then started shitting in there on purpose so that it became smelly and awful. I complained and the manager blamed me and then fired me for the situation. I sued them successfully and I got 29,000.
Yes.
Please make this a non as I have an NDA with them.
Oh, I'm glad that has a happy ending.
So,
I'm glad
yeah.
that has an happy ending, but what a fucking horrible story.
Awful,
my
yeah,
God.
awful. But
Just
I
rife
wanted to
transphobia.
read. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I wanted to read it out because it had such a happy ending, and because this person took the time to send it in to us.
Yeah.
Sure.
Wanted
Yeah,
to,
yeah, yeah.
You know, make this known. And I'm
Jeez.
so pleased that they sued them and got 29 grand for it.
Oh, that's horrific. I'm
It's
so glad
awful
they
that
sued
went
and that it was
through.
successful.
Yeah, and justice
Yeah.
Should have been more
prevailed in the
money,
end. It
but,
should have been, but I mean,
get that bank, sis.
yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Good
And
for
how
you,
much
girl.
did you say it was?
29 grand.
Oh, you
Yeah.
can
Round
you
it
can
up.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Why is it
Why
29?
not 30?
It's good to show that there can be successful litigation for stuff like this.
Yes, 100%.
Yes. How small is your brain and your ego that you all you're thinking about is I can finally shove it to these women and this trans woman.
Yeah.
And I can go in there and I can do big shit.
Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with you for that?
How
like,
have you been
why
like?
do you
Why
give
does
a
that even
shit?
cross your mind? You fucking psychopath.
Yeah, why do
Like,
you even care?
yeah.
Honestly.
I don't understand why people care so much about where other people go to the
Honestly,
toilet.
me either.
Especially
like,
in the workplace as well. Like,
We
why?
have-
Why do we give? I don't give a shit when my
No.
colleagues are shitting.
Also,
Like, go
no.
shit where you want.
Yeah.
Why are we thinking
do you-
about this?
If you go to a house party, you're all shitting or pooing in, or puking in one or
Yeah.
maybe two different toilets, but it's not allocated to.
And at work, like, how does which bathroom you shit on affect your KPIs?
Yeah, no one gives a
Right.
shit.
Completely.
Well,
Way. Right,
yeah.
shall I hopefully lighten the mood
Yeah, do it.
a little bit? So this person has remained anonymous, but they start with "alright," spelled O-R-I-T-E, so they're from up north.
All right.
And if that wasn't already implied, working in a cafe in the little town of Bingley when a southerner (brackets comes in with his wife when we had no other customers in and asks to use the shitter. So this is another toilet story.
why are we
Lovely.
talking so much about shits and farts?
Welcome to the podcast.
Okay. This is my first podcast
Yeah.
experience, and I'm learning a lot.
Honestly,
so much
Maxine, the
poo.
amount of poo in
Okay.
customer service.
We said this in one of our earlier recordings. Never underestimate the ways and places that people will pee, poo, and puke.
Yeah.
Right.
That's becoming a catchphrase.
It is, yeah.
Alliterative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they asked to use the shitter. I say, go ahead and point him towards the bog. He's in there for a fair while whilst his wife stands at the front, awkwardly smiling at us. We try to spark up a convo and she just smiles and nods anxiously. We think nothing of it. And soon enough, old mate practically skips out the bog, happy as a dog eating shit, pun intended, I assume, throws his elbows onto the table and puts his face inches away from mine, and with a gleeful smile says, I must say, your toilet is absolutely shining spotless. Well done, chap. Well done. I thank him.
He's Southern.
Sorry, you're correct.
Yeah.
I was just in Bingley. Let me do it again.
Yeah.
I must say, no. I must say, your toilet is absolutely shining spotless. Well done, chap. Well done. Thank you for the continuity there.
Excellent,
I appreciate it. I thank him and think nothing of it as he leaves. A customer rocks up maybe 15 minutes later and asks to use the toilet, but quickly returns to the counter, saying, I'm going to presume these ones are Northern, I'm not sure what's happened in the toilet, but it's chaos. I bolt over to the loos and see piss everywhere. On the floor, on the baby changing table, on top of the toilet, in the bin, on the sink, everywhere. Him and his wife must get off on pissing everywhere, then telling the staff how clean their toilet is.
Maybe it was a golden shower.
Maybe. But he's by himself.
Oh.
It's sort of self-golden showering, maybe?
Maybe.
It does sound like I understand that for a lot of blokes there's that thing where they just don't have any regard for a bathroom. They go in and it's just piss all over the toilet. But the sink, the baby changing, the bin.
It's got a
Marking his
big
territory.
bladder.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, it is territorial. It's like animalistic, isn't it?
It's like, or maybe that literally is his thing. He's like, oh, spotless toilet, right? Fucking dirty this shit up, yeah.
And then to come out and be like, your toilet is bloody lovely, mate.
Yeah.
Good job, eh?
Yeah,
Good job.
yeah.
It does sound like a kink
Yeah, it
almost,
does sound
a little
like
bit.
there's something wrong with that dude.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
I think so.
So,
That's horrible.
isn't it?
That's
And-
like, imagine dealing with that in your working day. Like, not only do you have to deal with people, which, you know, at the best of times can be quite tricky, you then have to clean up someone's piss that they did on purpose. Like,
and they're probably still at large.
they're probably.
Because you only know until after they've left.
Yeah,
I wonder if this happens often. Like, there must be someone needs to like track this data. You know, reach out to all the people in Bingley.
To the people of Bingley, to the people of the UK, if you have a spotless toilet and then you find that it is covered in piss from head to toe afterwards, please do write into the podcast and we will find the culprit as soon as we
If
can.
you have
Thank
any information on the man responsible,
Yes.
send it to David and Phoebe at Is That Everything.
Yes, DM us on Instagram or email us.
You can send it to Maxine as well,
Yeah.
but I don't think she wants
I
that.
don't want that.
No.
Send Maxine your pissy toilet stories
Please don't.
and she'll make spoken word out of
I
it.
could. Do you know what?
You could make spoken word out of any of these.
Could
Yeah.
I?
Yeah, you actually
Should
probably
I?
could.
Maybe
should
not.
you?
Yeah.
Should you?
I
is
think
a
maybe the
different
question isn't could.
Yeah.
It's maybe should.
Could is a
True.
definite yes.
Do I
True.
want to?
Yeah.
Or that.
You know?
Yeah.
You know?
Should you or
Yeah.
would you?
You got another one for us?
Yeah.
Does it involve piss or shit?
We can make sure it
No.
does if you like. If
Yeah,
you need the
we can.
material.
Yeah, go on then.
No, I'd
specifically for you.
Can we get a really pooey one? Actually?
No,
Yeah.
get a
What's that
regular
one?
one.
There? I had a
Oh.
big dirty shit in the middle. Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good for Maxine.
I just got myself out of a pub job. The manager was given the pub by his elder brother, so obviously he ran it horribly.
Sure.
He used to awkwardly lean over tables while customers were eating. To top it off, he would eat packs of nuts whilst doing so.
What?
That's my nightmare. Oh, got it in your lasagna. Sorry, mate. Let me just get that
Oh
out.
no.
Obviously, it made customers very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
When this was brought up in reviews, he would just blatantly ignore it. He would also get into very loud arguments with staff, including myself, in front of families who were just trying to have dinner. This barely even scratches the surface of the horrors of that place. Well, send more in. I want to know
Yeah.
about this manager. But
We better get a part two
yeah, I
of what
want
this
a
guy's
part two
done.
of this.
He
but
sounds like an absolute character. Like, he sounds like a caricature of like a bad pub manager. Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
I think-
sounds like something in like a sitcom.
Yeah.
I was going to say, that's what he is in his mind.
Yeah.
In his mind, everyone's like, here he is. You're right,
Yeah,
lads.
yeah.
Yeah, what are you having? And in reality, it's like, what's that then? They're like, fuck off. We're trying to have
Just imagine
we're
like
having a
it's just
date
like you're
night."
eating and you're just like,
Oh, my God.
And nuts as well. Like,
Don't ever do that again. That's on camera.
I think you need that on loop as a GIF. It was the sound as well.
That's recorded quite close as well.
Oh dear. But also
Did that creep you out, did it?
No comment, Your Honour. Mad.
I can't believe it's nuts as well. Like in hospitality, surely you're trained about allergens and nuts being like such. I know someone who has such a severe peanut allergy specifically that if someone like breathes on her after eating a Snickers bar, she will go into anaphylactic shock.
Wow, mine's not even that bad.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like hers is so bad. So that manager would literally, if she happened to go into this pub, wherever it was, he would literally send her into anaphylactic shock.
Imagine if he's just there like,
bloody hell.
You got any allergies?
Yeah, he's got a bit of a cold.
You got another story?
I do, yeah. My manager at Starbucks a few years ago's wife had recently had a child, and he was regularly going to the big managerial meetups in London, nearly bi-weekly, and we all wondered why he would do that when his wife was at home with the newborn. Turns out he was meeting up with a woman higher up in the ranks and cheating on his wife for full weekends and organising it in advance. He would also do the Juba slide during rush hour when understaffed.
What's a Juba slide?
I don't even know what that is. Okay, it's a TikTok dance. Really known for context. I probably should have known that, shouldn't I? He would do that dance. No, me neither. During rush hour when understaffed. So the guy who'd been there 2 weeks, had to try and serve about 20 customers at once while he showed me the TikTok dance that he'd learned. I'm not sure which one made me more mad. Bro was also about 50, by the way, and would stare at people in a perverted way on the security cameras as they walked in, so much so that he'd go out to the bar to get a better look, and I've been paranoid about security cameras ever since. So, so this 50-year-old manager would be out bi-weekly cheating on his wife and then coming back and doing TikTok dances in a busy Starbucks.
And she just had a baby, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a certain level of hell.
It's the lowest of the low.
That's
just
no, 100%.
Yeah.
I can't. I think it's quite common apparently for men to cheat on wives when they've just had a baby, and I've heard it's because they're no longer the centre of attention, and they feel like they're no longer special, and their wife's not giving them the same attention that they used to, and they get very jealous of the baby, and then she's not got the figure that she used to have, and it's just grow the fuck up.
Yeah.
You are no longer the baby in this relationship. Like, you are a partner, you've decided to have a child, get your shit together, help out, look after the woman you supposedly love, hopefully,
the bare minimum,
or at least respect.
Yeah. I feel like we're exposing a lot of toxic male behaviour on this episode.
Yeah, lots of shitting and cheat, like, you know, not to like play into stereotypes, but it's quite, you know, testosterone-fueled antics.
Yeah.
I know.
Not all men, but...
No.
Yeah, you're doing
but
us,
enough.
Yeah, giving us an incredibly horrible name. Which side am I on? Which one am I?
No, yeah.
Am I the pissing and cheating one, or am I one of the good guys?
No,
I think he's one of the good ones.
Oh.
Well, I don't know. We haven't checked the toilet lately since you used it.
Not since I've spoken to
Your toilet's spotless, Phoebe.
Oh, we've caught him.
Absolutely spotless.
You know,
old chap.
The fuck you call old?
You know how in some like crimes and investigations you get the perpetua, the guy who did the crime likes to like insert himself into the investigations.
Yeah.
That's what you've done. You submitted the story to read on the podcast.
No, I didn't. That's from Anonymous, not David.
About the pisser in Bingley.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go, guys. I just need the toilet. Actually, if people don't.
That is.
It's grim, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've had a couple of sort of cheating stories, but we've never had one where someone's actively
Jane
organising.
Jane Doe, that was a woman cheating on her husband. So
but here we've never had
ways.
someone actively organising their cheating in advance on their work schedule.
Yeah,
it's the planning of it. For me.
Yeah.
I actually have a light-hearted story.
Nice.
Go for it.
So this is more just like a silly little thing. So I used to work in a cafe in Canterbury.
Nice.
And it was a very busy cafe, and it was always full of people. And obviously it's a university town. That's important. That's important to note, just for like context.
Okay.
So one day I'm behind the till and I'm just doing my job behind the till. And then there's a colleague in front of me who's on the floor, who's, you know, greeting the customers as they come in.
I thought you meant
I thought you meant
no,
lying down.
sorry, on the floor. No, he's on the shop
One of my
floor.
colleagues is dead.
So one of my colleagues has passed out. No.
They were planking.
And he was speaking to someone who had come in and was looking for a table, but we were so busy and we were so understaffed that like some people were maybe just about to leave, but we wouldn't be able to clear the tables in time or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was speaking to this person about the fact we didn't have any tables. And this woman was lovely. She was like, oh, that's no problem at all. Like, this is a lovely cafe. We had a look around. It seems really nice. I've got my daughter here. You know, she was looking around at universities and seeing if she likes it. It was like, wow, what a lovely woman. And this man is speaking, my colleague is speaking to her. And I'm stood behind this till and I'm just staring because I'm like, oh my God, that's Emma Thompson. That's Emma Thompson.
Way.
And he's like, yeah, I'm really sorry. We don't have any tables. We don't have any room for you. And I just wanted to be like, are you kick someone out?
Yeah.
Kick someone out right now.
Oh my God.
Get them out. And I'm just stuck like behind the till. Like there was this barrier because I wanted to be like, hello. But I didn't want to like do it in a weird way.
I know.
But then
Emma Thompson.
It's Emma Thompson. But then so we turned her away, which, you know, maybe she felt normal, you know, as a human being. Like we literally had to do like, there's no room at the cafe
credit
for you.
to Emma Thompson as well, because it sounds like she never went, do you not know who I am?
No,
like,
she never did.
Queen.
And I like my colleague was like, when she left, he was like, she's really lovely. And I just looked at him and I was like, that was Emma Thompson. He was like, was it? And I was like, yes.
Oh my God.
That's one of Britain's best living actors
literally,
here in the flesh.
Like absolute hero.
Genuinely. But what's so weird as well is I haven't actually bumped into many celebrities in my time apart from like, you know, you guys.
Obviously.
Yes, obviously.
I haven't bumped into many celebrities in my time in the UK.
And we never get turned away.
No.
Because we won't leave.
Exactly. No. You would definitely pull the do you know who I am?
I actually took Emma Thompson's table once in a cafe.
But I was once then at a theatre.
Yeah.
And I went to the toilet.
Yeah.
Then I used the toilet, nothing
you
untoward
came out, you went,
happened.
absolutely spotless in there, old chap.
No. And then I came out and I was washing my hands. And then the cubicle behind me, you know, there's a mirror behind me. The cubicle behind me opens. And it was Emma Thompson.
Oh my God.
No way.
And this, I add for context, was like a few months ago. So 7 or 8 years later.
Yeah.
And Emma Thompson comes out the cubicle and she washes her hands very thoroughly.
Good to know.
Yeah, good to know.
And I was like,
Clean
of course
lady.
she does. Of course she does.
She doesn't kick up a fuss. She's got good hygiene.
Yeah.
And we smiled at each other in the mirror and I just carried on and we went on our way. And I was like, you don't know that about 7 years ago in Canterbury, we turned you away from a cafe. And now here we are.
You should have told her. I reckon you should have found that quite funny.
Here we are, washing our hands together side by side in a theatre toilet.
But if you see her a third time, she's getting a restraining order out.
Yeah. God,
that cafe woman was there again.
It was me lurking. Just like
the
peering every.
Emma Thompson is like, this is the thing. Do you ever find that with celebrities, especially ones that you admire, you're like, oh, what do I do? Do I go up to them? Do I say anything? I want to speak to them. And sometimes, like, because I bumped into Carrie Hope Fletcher on the tube.
Wow.
And I was like, do I say anything? And I was like, yeah, because I love Carrie Hope Fletcher. And I've met her at Stage Door a couple of times. They don't remember, obviously, because it's like years have gone by and she meets loads of people. And she's a bloody delight. And she gave me the biggest, cuddliest hug and I was having the shittest day.
Aww.
And she was just heaven. And I just was like, I have to tell you, like growing up watching your YouTube channel just made me feel so comforted. And then you're also just a delightful performer. And I feel like with Emma Thompson, it would be the same if I met Kate Winslet. I'd be like, you guys are just forces of nature for representing women
watching this, Emma,
in the acting, like in the acting industry. Just your body positivity, the way you assert yourself, and the fact that you are talented and just so you come across. I don't know them, obviously. They come across so down to earth. They're like her, like them, and Imelda Staunton and people like that are like the British icons that I like looked up to growing up.
That actually brings me some comfort knowing that she's nice and conducts herself well.
She's lovely.
Because she comes across like that.
Yeah.
Which is phenomenal.
I've got this one. This is about alcohol.
Sure.
Cool. So, someone asked me how many units of alcohol are in a Long Island iced tea. As you would probably know, a Long Island iced tea has almost one shot of every single type of mass-produced spirit.
Yeah.
So I had to closely read every spirit bottle and go to the chart. But there were some alcoholic ingredients that I could not find anything to do with how many units they were. So I told them all of this, that I did not have the complete information on how many units in a Long Island iced tea. She then says, I just want to know if I can have one if I'm driving home. And I told her right there and then that she
No.
should have just led with that, because I could have said there and then that the answer is no. Also, it doesn't matter how many units it has because of body size, body type, how tired you are, how full your tummy is. There's so many more variables that play a part whether you should have a certain drink if you're driving, not just alcoholic units, but certainly not a Long Island iced tea.
So that's 5 white
worrying.
spirits.
Yeah.
That's like going, can I get 5 shots of vodka and
Yeah.
then drive home?
Yeah.
No!
I wonder how old this person was to get this far.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and to not realise that a Long Island iced tea, which is known for being
Yeah.
full of alcohol. Like
Probably
you might,
the strongest cocktail you
Yeah.
could hope to get.
yeah. And like you might not know the exact, but like for driving purposes.
But even if you're like, oh, I might, let's say they're new to drinking and they're like, oh, I've heard of a Long Island iced tea. You could just be like, I'm driving home and I'm going to have a cocktail. Do you think a Long Island iced tea is but even then,
Yeah.
like if you know you're driving, even
Just
then
have a pint.
even then a cocktail is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Or
I think that's absolutely bizarre.
Yeah.
I think there's no mental justification for being like, but how many shots is in a Long Island iced tea though? I am
just have a-
driving,
have
but
a-
like how many shots is it?
Yeah.
You know,
Mocktail, non-alcoholic
well,
drink.
mocktail is just juice
Yeah.
half the time.
Oh yeah, true.
Just have a lemonade.
Yeah.
And
Just-
drive home.
Non-alcoholic
You
beer.
you can't fuck around with drinking and driving. Do you know what
No,
I mean?
you
Like it's
can't.
just ridiculous.
We do not endorse drink
We
driving.
don't.
on this
We don't.
podcast.
We really
Drink
don't.
responsibly.
Drink responsibly. Do not have a Long Island iced tea if you're going to be driving
Fucking
home.
idiot.
That is the
minutes.
PSA to take away
Yeah.
from this podcast. It's
Oh
just
my
Long
God.
Island iced teas are only for not driving.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
they're for stumbling on the tube home, or
Yes.
getting a lift, or getting in a taxi.
It's a public transport drink.
Yeah, definitely. Or I live round the corner from my
Yeah, I
local
can
boozer,
walk home,
and
drink.
someone can walk me home at least.
Years ago now, went on holiday with a few friends, and one of my friends on the holiday, Chloe, got obsessed with ouzo. I don't know if you guys have ever had
Is
ouzo.
that a spirit? It's like a spirit that's like really
it's
strong.
like a Greek liqueur.
Yes.
And
I think I've had it once.
For me, not a fan. I don't know about you. It smells and tastes like aniseed.
Yeah,
very
that's exactly.
pungent.
Yeah, I was. It took me a minute to think, and I don't like aniseed.
And
tasting.
we were pre-drinking before going out, and she was really like being quite obnoxious with this ouzo and being like, "Oh, it's so refreshing." She was mixing it with water, which apparently is what you do. But to me,
Okay.
that just feels like you're watering. It's just aniseedy water with a bit
Yeah.
of alcohol in it.
You pop a little bit of water in
Yeah.
whiskey, though, don't you? So
True,
Yeah,
I
but it's
suppose.
not
This was like
aniseedy.
filled all the way
True.
up. So what we did, because we were doing little pranks on holiday, as you do, and we got rid of the ouzo. We kept it somewhere else later. We didn't just pour it away, and we filled up the ouzo bottle with water. So she was mixing water with water,
Oh my God.
and then going, really, this is so refreshing.
No,
Wow. So she was just staying very hydrated while we were all drinking.
that's good
And then-
friendship actually.
Yeah. And then we told her just before we went out, and she was pissed because she was like, well, I'm not even remotely drunk then, am I? Because, the whole plan was to get drunk and save money when we went out. So then we go out to this first bar, and there's a 2-for-1 on cocktails, and she gets 2 Long Island iced teas to make up for lost time. So that's 10 white spirits. Next them, we go to the next bar, and in an attempt to run in, she runs into the shutter of the one next door, borderline knocks herself out, and we have to all then take her back to the hotel and not go on a night out. That's all because we decided to swap her ouzo for water, and then she doubled down on the iced teas.
Oh my God.
and that's why if you're going to be driving home, don't have a Long Island. iced tea.
Exactly,
Yeah, you
My
will run into
gosh.
shutters.
Or a zombie. Have you ever had a zombie cocktail? Because those,
No, I
those
don't really
bad
drink
boys
anymore.
will destroy you. You got another story?
Yeah, again, if we don't have time, we don't have time, but I'll read it out anyway. One of my mates who used to work with me at Halfords was a big cokehead. One day he rocks up in one of those Santander bikes you can rent in London. Turns out the little sod nicked it and was charging it to someone else's card. Anyway, long story short, our manager calls him in about a week later to fire him, and this guy, high off his tits, tells him to shove his job up his arse and then leaves the store on the stolen Santander bike, but not before cycling it round the store, giving everyone the finger.
And that's how you resign from a job.
Yeah.
Again, that is giving sitcom. That
It
is,
is,
you know
isn't
what
it?
I've realised coming on this podcast.
Yeah.
My life's been a little boring. Like, I have never seen anything like this in my life.
I do love the contrast is like, I met Emma Thompson once and it's like a
Yeah.
man shat on the walls and rode a bike through the store.
Yeah, maybe I need to reframe it, not as boring, but as peaceful.
As peaceful.
Yes.
You know, like
Yeah.
just,
Respectable.
yeah, I mean, to be fair, sometimes Pancake does do massive shits in a litter box.
This is why we need to
quite-
get Pancake
during
on.
the work day as
during
well.
the work day.
Little shitter.
Yeah.
Is that everything?
Is that everything? I think that's everything.
Amazing.
Shall we play top and bottom?
Absolutely. So we are now...
What's top and bottom?
So
I'll
top,
explain.
so
Oh,
top
you can
and,
explain. Go on.
top and bottom is we have a wheel, we spin with a load of categories on it.
Okay.
And then whatever the category is, we have to pick our top and bottom of what that is. Like, so we've had top
We had
and bottom
tinned
ways,
foods.
canned foods. We had top and bottom ways to ask for divorce, top and bottom ways to resign from a job, top and bottom interview questions to receive.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like that.
Let's spin the wheel and see what we get.
I feel like I'm on a game show.
Diddle-da-da-da-da.
Da-da-da. Here we go. Do you want to weigh in on this?
We can do. I need to remind myself of all the
Pixar
Pixar movies.
Pixar films. Do you want me to get a list up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I know what my top and bottom are.
Me too.
Okay. I think I'll say it, and I don't know how much I'll stand by it. So, for the record, my opinions can change like the wind.
Go on.
I think my top, because of how much I watched it. Oh, no, but I'm looking. How do I pick?
I know.
How do I pick from
And what,
any of
what
this
a run of
lineup?
films that is
Yeah.
there, back to
No.
back to back.
Look at that! Like,
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
my
It
god!
doesn't stop.
This is this is impossible. This is gonna keep.
Do you want
me
me
up
to
at
go?
night. You go. I need to. Yeah.
So my
Yeah.
top would be Coco.
Okay.
Good choice.
A recent one as
Yeah,
well.
recent. I mean, I some good shout outs. So obviously, Monsters Inc. Inside Out 2
All-timer.
gave me an existential crisis, but I did really enjoy
It's
it.
brilliant.
Cars is great, Ratatouille, all of those. Incredibles, Toy Story is obviously legendary, but I think Coco really hit me, and it's one that stands out.
Yeah.
My bottom would be Up, and
Really?
people love Up.
Did it not hit you emotionally?
It hit me
in the same
emotionally in the
capacity?
first 5 minutes, and then that little kid just irritated the shit out of me for the whole thing.
Russell. Yeah.
Kid.
Wow. That's not the criticisms I've seen of Up.
No.
I've heard people say, yeah, when you say you enjoy Up, you mean you enjoy those first 10 minutes and the rest of it is a kid and an old man wandering through the jungle.
Yes.
But I like Up. It's not my favourite, but I like Up.
Onwards would also be a bit of a bottom.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
quite
I
like
don't-
that as well.
I don't think I know Onwards.
It's about them dragging their
Is it
dad who's
the
they've
brothers?
Best one,
like
but it
they've
is good,
resurrected,
yeah.
but he's only got legs.
Yeah.
Oh, is it the brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
right.
like a fantasy.
Yes, I think
Yeah.
I watched it
They-
once, but it didn't really stay with me.
Is
Yeah, fair.
is Big Hero 6 Pixar?
No, just
Okay.
Disney.
Okay, fair.
Don't fuck with me.
Oh, that's.
Have you got yours or shall I say mine?
You go for yours.
Okay, so my bottom is Lightyear.
I
I've
don't
not
even.
seen
I don't
it.
even know
I've
what
not
that
seen it.
is.
It's about Buzz Lightyear.
It's basically the
Oh.
film that Andy saw when he went to the cinema that made him want to get the Buzz Lightyear toy.
Right.
But instead of them leaning into that and making it like a really cheesy nod to like Armageddon and like 90s action films, they basically tried to do like Interstellar, but not very well made, and it's like predictable and boring, and it's not very good. But my all-time favorite, shout out to Monsters Inc. though, and
Yes.
quite a lot of these films, but Monsters Inc. is a really close second. And The
Yeah.
Incredibles. Wall-E.
yes.
I love
I wow.
Wall-E.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time I'm poorly, I put Wall-E on.
Yeah.
Because that or Into the Spider-Verse are my like absolute comfort films.
Oh no,
Yeah.
Wally's a
Of
good
all
one.
time.
That's
Wally's a
Wall-E
really
is
good
probably
shout,
closer.
yeah.
Like I think my top it's so close between all of them, and it's really hard for me to say. But purely just because of how much I watched it growing
Yeah.
up, I'm gonna have to say The Incredibles.
Nice.
Yes.
Like
yeah.
I
Not a
had
solid
that.
shout.
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
that on DVD, and I
Yeah.
just watched it all the time. And the DVD came like with bonus features as
Yeah.
well, where you could like
Yeah.
see all the superheroes. Like that, I
Yeah.
had that and Finding Nemo on like a double
Sure.
thing, and so I watched them all the time. My bottom, and I don't know if this is just because, well, I haven't seen some of the more recent
Oh, I've got
ones.
another bottom as well. I've just seen it.
But I'm gonna say like The Incredibles 2.
I was going to say I loved The Incredibles too.
I thought it was quite good.
I
Yeah.
did, but I did.
You're such a
maybe-
diehard for the
Yeah.
original.
This is the thing. I think maybe because I really enjoyed the first one so much
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
I was a bit disappointed with the second one. But I think there were some good moments, and I actually do think I need to watch it again.
Yeah.
But I
yeah,
just remember that I felt like a bit let down. But I do think that's potentially because
You loved the first
I
one.
loved
Sure.
the first one so much.
Yeah.
But also, there's so many of these movies that I haven't like properly
Soul, I
see.
cannot stand Soul.
I love
tried,
Soul.
I've tried twice
I
to
wasn't
watch
that
that
taken
film.
with Soul.
I loved.
Yeah.
So, I also loved. Have you seen Turning Red?
I didn't.
Yeah,
like
that's not
Turning
bad.
Red,
Oh
so
no, I
That's
love
not
Turning
bad.
Red.
Yeah.
I think we've like
I don't love it. But it's one that I'm like, yeah, that was all right. But
But we can all agree on Wall-E,
yeah,
The Incredibles,
yeah.
and Coco.
I can't remember anything about Toy Story 4 either. I don't think I was that impressed.
It's good.
It's
It's
not
good.
bad. It's
or
not
Cars
bad.
3. I've never seen Cars
I've
3.
No, I
never
haven't
seen
seen
Cars
Cars 3
3.
actually.
Not seen A Good Dinosaur. Finding Dory was good.
Monsters University was a really
Brave
good
was
follow-up.
great.
Brave was
Yeah,
amazing.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Brave makes me cry. Anything
Yeah.
like mother-daughter
Yeah,
things
yeah.
like just sends
Oh,
me.
and we're absolutely missing out a classic here.
A Bug's Life.
Oh my
A
god.
political awakening for a lot of us.
Yes, I also had that. I had that on VHS when I was a
Yeah,
kid.
same, yeah.
Yeah, and because they had all like
yes.
the different video covers, didn't
Yes.
they? Mine
Yeah.
had the caterpillar.
Oh.
I had the
I
classic.
can't
What
remember
year?
which one I had.
No, I am right. Yeah, I saw that in the cinema. I was like 4.
Loved A Bug's
and
Life.
I was so taken with it.
Yeah, no, that was great. Finding Nemo's a weird one for me because I remember watching Finding Nemo and having a really bad stomach bug. So now that is my
You associate
association
with
with
that.
Finding
Yeah.
Nemo is just me like fucking throwing up everywhere as a kid and hating it.
Fair enough.
I really
So I
clicked.
maybe need to reassociate.
You do. You need
yeah,
to like
with some
retrain your brain.
happy times.
I really clicked with Finding Nemo because there was Bruce the shark, and
Yeah.
he goes, "I never knew my father," and I too also never knew my father. There's also a bit. There's
It's such a brilliantly dark.
there's also a bit in Flushed Away.
Oh, what a
Oh,
great
yeah.
film.
Again,
I've
and
not seen it.
I need to rewatch it. Really
Okay.
good. But there's
It's solid. It's
Yeah.
great.
me and my friends at one point were talking about doing a group Halloween costume for Flushed Away.
Nice.
Yes.
And they all wanted to be the actual characters, but I wanted to be a character that appears for 0.5 seconds, where he's going through the sewers. He's been flushed away, and he bumps into a goldfish. And
Oh,
the goldfish
yeah.
says something, and then he throws it away, and that's all you see of this goldfish. But he gets this goldfish, and the goldfish just turns to him and goes, "Have you seen my dad?"
Yeah.
And then swims away. So I wanted
That's
to
a
be
good
that
impression.
goldfish.
Which question are we going to end on?
Biggest pet peeve.
All my gripes are quite classic. Like,
Yeah.
I hate heavy breathing. I have
Oh,
misophonia,
yeah.
so I can't stand chewing. Chewing. I hate people who talk on loudspeakers all the time. But one that I think maybe is a little more I genuinely
You're
could
really
go on.
firing
Yeah,
these
love it.
off.
Love
Yeah,
it.
no, I
Love it.
have
Get in there.
so
Yeah.
many. But one that I think is maybe not spoken about as much and is probably very much just a me thing. I get like irrationally peeved when I'm sat close to someone and their leg bounces a lot, but we're sat close enough that it's making the chair
Yes.
wobble for me.
Oh my God.
And I know it's like
Yeah.
it's a good like distraction thing, and I support that for you. But it's more just if it's making my chair wobble,
When
I'm
people are
starting to
going-
get really stressed out. Yeah,
Yeah, it makes you anxious, doesn't it?
It makes me anxious.
Yeah.
I can like feel the energy coming from you into me, and I'm like, I'm getting stressed. I'm overwhelmed.
As a leg tapper.
I know you are. No,
Your
I love
biggest
that. I
pet
love
peeve?
that for you.
Spoken
Someone who's
word.
like,
Yes.
Yours fucking leg
But
tappers.
this is why it's a match made in heaven, because we
is.
support each other
Support
to
each other.
overcome our peeves.
But I know
Yeah.
I understand what you mean because like I struggle as somebody who taps. I struggle around people who are tapping all the time, and I'm like, I feel like a hypocrite. I can't say anything.
The call is coming
Feel
from
like I'm
inside
here.
the house.
I can't say anything. Like I can't say that it's annoying me. But if someone's like this, and I'm like, but I do it all the time,
Yeah.
and like sometimes people will say to me, "Phoebe, stop," and I'm like, "Oh, I'm fidgeting. I'm sorry," and I'll notice that I'm fidgeting.
And you go, it was me the whole
And
time.
I'm like,
The biggest leg stomper that is the most annoying is anyone on your row in the cinema.
Yes, exactly.
Especially if all the seats are connected and
Yeah.
it's a
Oh,
bit of
yeah.
an older cinema.
That's when you notice
and
it.
you start going, what's fucking going? Am I in
I'm-
4DX?
It
What's
starts
happening?
genuinely it starts
Yeah.
setting me
I
off.
don't
Like I
know if
feel
I'm-
my
Yeah,
body
yeah.
responding.
I'd like to say I don't know if I'm that bad with the leg tapping, but then maybe I am. Maybe I am. If I ever am, please do point it out, and I'll find a
On the
different way
podcast.
to get my. One thing I've realised is a pet peeve as well is when people are like picking, they're like picking their nails like this.
Have you seen people cutting their nails in public as well?
Oh yeah, what
That
the fuck is that about?
actually makes me feel like I want to throw up. If you've
Yeah.
ever done that, I actually want to speak to you because I want to understand why. One,
Yeah.
why do you think that's normal? And two, why are you walking around with like a pair of nail clippers?
She's literally her legs going.
Good thing these chairs are separate.
Yeah, no, I'm just.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd be like
I was, like,
rocking
not
in the
even
chair,
doing it on
like
purpose.
I'm
I
so
just,
stressed.
like-
Why am I so stressed?
Is
that
that everything?
everything?
I believe so.
It is. Maxine, thank you so
Thanks
much
for coming on.
on.
This
We
has
really
been really
appreciate
fun.
it. I've really enjoyed it. And yeah, do you have anything to plug? This will come out around New Year's. So have you got any new poems, or do you want your Instagram?
I can plug my Insta. So you can find me on Instagram at MaxineM_X.
Nice.
For some
There you
poems,
go.
I have some nice poems. I
Yeah.
have some shit poems too. Whatever you think, there's something for you.
Brilliant. Especially when I'm not allowed to laugh, which will make me laugh 10 times harder. It's like someone farts in an exam room.
Yeah.
That's one of my favourite things, when someone would let rip when you're doing exams and you're like,
It's been a long time since I've done an exam.
all
It's
my
been a long
exams.
time since you farted in an exam room.
Yeah.
Yeah.